Okay guys, we're going to continue with our transformations unit doing reflections. And so I'm going to give you one example. I know you've seen some Khan Academy videos, you've done some IXLs, but I just want to go through and do one good example for you. Now up here, if you'll look and see, we're talking about reflections, which is another type of transformation. Now remember, a transformation is just a change. And we've already looked at translations, which is a slide. And now we're going to be looking at reflections, which is a flip. Okay, just remember, translations is a slide, reflections is a flip. Now remember, I told you to look in here for SL for slide. Look in reflections, it's FL for flip. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look, whenever you have to reflect something, you're going to look and see where you need to reflect it from. If you'll look at this first one, it says I'm going to reflect the image over or across the y-axis. So the y-axis is going to be my reflection line. It's kind of like a fold. So this is going to be it. Okay? I'm going to flip it over this. So it's here right now, and then I'm flipping it this way. Okay? So the first thing you want to do when you're flipping a whole figure, this particular figure doesn't have the points listed, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. And we're going to label them A, B, C, D, A, B, C, and D. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and put the coordinates for the original. This is the pre-image. So A is going to be 2, 5. B is going to be 5, 6. C is 4, 8. And D is 1, 9. Now, these are your original points. This right here is where you have to put your new coordinates once you reflect it or once you flip it. Now, remember when you were little and you took a piece of paper and you folded it in half and you made a snowflake or a heart. Let me see if I have some scissors to make you guys a heart. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this. So if I wanted to cut this like this, the middle of this would be my reflection line, this fold right here, okay? Now, just for a second, let's say that I have a star right here. If I wanted to reflect it over this reflection line, when I folded it, I would want it to be right on top of it. So if I had to guess, it would be about right here. So this is like a mirror image. I'm going to take it here and flip it over the reflection line. So when we flip this figure right here, we know it's going to be where? What quadrant is it going to be in? Remember, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's think about what quadrant this is going to be in. If I flip it here, so if I fold this, where's it going to be? It's going to be in quadrant 3. Now remember, what is the positive and negatives, the signs of this quadrant? This is plus, plus, and this is going to be negative, plus. So I know every x value that I have, all my new coordinates are going to be negative, right? I'm going to go ahead and put my... So I know negative something, negative something, negative, and all my y's are going to be positive. Now if I flip this over this way, am I moving it up and down? No. Am I moving it side to side? Yes. So if I'm not moving it up and down, it's staying the same height, the same distance from the origin. What do you think is going to stay the same? The x's or the y's? The y's are going to stay the same. Okay, so I'm still going to go up, what is it, 5 on A. Okay, so watch and see what happens. If I am reflecting this, if I'm folding it on this reflection line, if I go 2 to the right to get to A, what is the opposite? I have to go 2 to the left and my new point is A prime. Let me do that one in a different color. Okay, we're gonna do it in that color. Okay, B. If B is 5 to the right, I have to go 5 to the left from the reflection line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have B prime. C, it is 4, so I'm gonna go 4 to the left here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's C prime, and D is what? 1. So I'm gonna go to the left, 1, and that's D prime. I connect my points, and it's reflected. Now let's go ahead and make our new coordinates. This one is what? A is -2, +5. -2, +5. B is what? -5, +6. -5, +6. C prime, it is -4, +8. And D prime is -1, +9. Now look at these points right here. What do you notice? The number values are the same. 2, 5, 2, 5, but something's different here. These are negative, the x's are negative. What you need to understand is whatever axis you flip it over, that's what's going to change. Or that stays the same and the other one changes. So watch, if I flip it over the y, the y's are staying the same. And my x's are changing sides, so I'm flipping the signs. If I were to go down here and do this one right here, if I were to flip this one over the x-axis, what do you think is going to stay the same? If I'm flipping over the x, the y's are going to change. The y's are going to change. It's not going from side to side. Let's just do 1 point just so you can see it. I'm going to reflect A. Now we already know that our original point is 2, 5. Okay? Now can we predict what we think the new point's going to be? In this quadrant, what are my signs? They are what? They are positive, negative. So already I know if anything that's going to be in here, my y is going to be negative. So I know my points are going to stay the same, so I automatically know it's 2, -5. Let's just verify that and move it. If I am 5 up, if this is my new reflection line right here, and I'm like 5 away from it, then I have to go down 5 here. Now this is the second time I moved it, so I'm going to do A double prime. Is it 2, -5? 2, -5. Let's go ahead and predict the second one. If I have 5, 6 for this one, what do you think the new coordinate's going to be? 5, -6. Let's check it and see. If I go 5 and then -6, is that right for B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's B double prime. So that's all you guys have to do. Make sure you know where the reflection line is. Make sure you know what the rule is, like where are you flipping it. Make sure you count good and know that whatever axis it tells you to flip over, that stays the same. If you flip over Y, let me write that for you. If you flip over Y, Y stays same. And if you flip over X, X stays the same. Okay? All right, make sure that if you have any questions, you email us and ask so we can clarify it for you. So good luck, and we will talk to you soon.